What do we got here? What do we got? The official results of the election of New York City has come in. In 3 rounds, Zohran Mamdani has won by about 12 points over Andrew Cuomo. A resounding victory. So, our official sort of whatever results are now in. Very cool, very good. We love that, folks. It's very good, fantastic, excellent. We love that. So, it's official. Hey, Democrats, you know how you dumbasses love to constantly talk about falling in line and getting behind the main candidate? He's now the official main candidate. Got to fall in line now. But, as expected, we have a bunch of Democrats here who are not endorsing Zohran Mamdani. Kathy Hochul, Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, Kristen Gillibrand, Laura Gillen, Tom Sozzi, Dan Goldman, and George Latimer. If I recall, basically all the stuff that they said in regards to Zohran's victory is that they just kind of congratulated him, which means the Democratic Party is still very open to probably trying to rat fuck him during the general election. They've been floating suggestions trying to run Cuomo as an independent candidate, which obviously he's not gonna say no to. But Cuomo already conceded to Zohran Mamdani. It's not gonna work out. He's not popular. Are they gonna juice up fucking what? That dumbass fucking Eric Adams? I highly doubt it. But as expected, of course, of Democrats, they just don't like the fact that a socialist might win. But we're gonna take a quick detour from the Democrats here. We're gonna quickly go over what our baby boy here, our big man, a former Democrat, used to say about, or what he said about Zohran Mamdani, threatening him with to arrest him, and then is gonna deport him. But what do we have here?
Your beloved New York City may well be led by a communist soon, Zohran Mamdani, who
It's Zohran Mamdani. Learn how to say it.
His nomination speech said he will defy ICE and will not allow ICE to arrest criminal aliens in New York City.
That is quite literally the law of New York City. New York City is a sanctuary city. They provide sanctuary to, illegal immigrants. That's how it works. What ICE is doing is illegal in terms of New York City law. Now, of course, Eric Adams isn't complying with that law because Eric Adams is a compromised candidate who, is allowing the DOJ and DHS to act with impunity within New York City because of the fact that he has corruption charges swirling around him. He has, the DOJ on his ass, as well as the Attorney General of New York on his ass as well, because of how much of a corrupt official he is. So, as a way to get a pardon, to not have to deal with any of that bullshit, Eric Adams is complicit with ICE and the Trump administration in order to, of course, just try to get that pardon. Eric Adams is not a Republican, Ienzo. He is a independent now. He was a Democrat, is an independent in order to try to run. But honestly, I think it's easier to just say that Eric Adams is now a Republican because he's just a compromised, candidate, wholeheartedly speaking.
Your message to communist Zohran Mamdani.
Well, then we'll have to arrest him. Look, we don't need a communist in this country, but if we have one, I'm going to be watching over him very carefully on behalf.
Yeah, what are you going to fucking do? What? Yeah, what the fuck are you gonna do to him? What, you're gonna send in your goons to arrest him? He's the mayor. You can't fucking do that. That's not how that works. But whatever. So, as expected of Donald Trump, he's just gonna do some stupid illegal shit. Yeah, it's fine. It's stupid shit as always. And also, they still can't pronounce his name correctly. Also, he's not a communist. I mean, anyone left of Donald Trump in the minds of these people is a fucking communist. It doesn't matter. They'll just call anybody a communist. Being called a communist by these people is completely and utterly meaningless. Yeah, honestly, he would be a centrist in for the European Union. But listen, the fucking goddamn perception of politics in the United States is so twisted and fucking demented that it's fucking ridiculous. It's whatever.
Of the nation, We send him money. We send him all the things that he needs to run a government. And by the way,
I believe New York only receives about 10% of its budget from the federal government. Also, New York, as a state in of itself, significantly subsidize red states, the shitholes that you get your fucking voters from. So, like, yeah, like, you don't send them, you hardly send them any fucking money. If anything, you would do anything possible to not send them any money. Zohran Mamdani already has, like, contingencies in his plans and his ideas to, if, like, Donald Trump decides to, I don't know, do his, like, 3 IQ fucking stupid dog shit, like, rat fucking techniques and for, like, democratic cities. And yeah, like, every fucking goddamn Republican shithole fucking district is a net tax drain, like, every single time. Because guess what? They're poor as shit, and they don't provide any services to their constituents in any of their, well, you know, shithole fucking goddamn districts that they have. So, you know, that's cool. Lovely.
they get about 3 times what you get, Ron. If you look at the per capita, Florida gets 1/3 of what New York gets in terms of the numbers. Why don't you give us those numbers?
Yeah, well,
because that's what we should send him.
Yeah, well, like,
the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's not about per capita. You're talking about a state and you're comparing it to a city. What are you talking? Like, what does this even mean? If anything, Florida probably has to get like way more money in terms of federal assistance because of all the fucking old people that live there. You moron! Like, what are you talking about? It's stupid. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
like sometimes people say Florida gets more because they count Social Security recipients, but that's not money to the state. Those are seniors that live here. If they move to North Carolina, you could count it there. So it has no interaction with the state government. They get more on the city and state governments than we get.
Right, substantially. We're going to be watching that.
Yeah, they're just lying. By the way, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, like, Florida has 23 million people. New York City the metropolitan area has about 20 million people. Like, it's about the same. It's a comparable fucking size in terms of, like, the per capita sort of argument here is just, it's really fucking stupid. Also, Florida is a significantly poorer state. Maybe not significantly poor. Is it a poorer state? How much money does what is the GDP of Florida? How much money is made by fucking GDP by Florida? Florida's real GDP is approximately $1.3 trillion. Okay. What about New York City? Isn't it like 2 trillion? The New York City metropolitan area, has a generated gross metropolitan product of $2.29 trillion. So not only does it have similar population, but it makes about twice the amount of money in comparison to fucking Florida, which is an entire state. So fucking funny. Yeah, that's like literally the only thing Florida has going for it is just Disney World. And New York is New York. I rest my case. So yeah, nice fucking shithole state you got there, Ron.
That very carefully, and a lot of people are saying he's here illegally. He's, we're going to look at everything. But
who the fuck is saying he's here illegally? What the fuck are you talking about? You're just saying that because he's brown. Like, that's it. Like, that's like, he's here. He's an illegal, folks. Let me tell you, Zohran Mamdani, he's an illegal. Evidence? I don't know. Look at his skin color. That's really stupid. Yeah. They do have agriculture. Like, isn't that pretty much the only things like Florida has? It's tourism and agriculture. That's like literally the only 2 things that Florida has. And what? New York is the finance capital of the entire world. Like, the entirety of the fucking planet. New York is a huge tourism destination. It is a cultural hotspot as well. There is so much that New York has to offer in comparison to fucking Florida. Like, it's nonsense.
And ideally, he's going to turn out to be much less than a communist. But right now, he's a communist. That's not a socialist.
He doesn't know what a communist is. Doesn't know none of these people know what any of the political ideologies they're talking about. They just throw it out there as like a scary buzzword. Damn, I didn't know that Zohran Mamdani constantly campaigned for the the proletariat seizing the fucking means of production. He's even more base than I thought. That's crazy. Who would have thought? Whoa, holy shit. But, you know, a lot of people are saying, many people are saying, that Zohran Mamdani is a communist. Do I have any evidence of this? No, not at all. So, that's cool. Well, Zohran has had a response to this. President of the United States just threatened to have me arrested, stripped of my citizenship, put into detention camp, and deported. Not because I have broken any law, but because I will refuse to let ICE terrorize our city. Based. Yeah, because that's what he is supposed to do as the mayor of the fucking goddamn city, is uphold their laws. But, you know, Eric Adams, the cop, I thought he cared about the law. As a cop, I thought Eric Adams cared about that shit. What happened? What happened, Eric? It couldn't be because you're a corrupt little fucking shit who's Turkey's greatest fucking soldier. We love Turkey. Turkey! Let's go, Turkey! And that's why he's like a little corrupt shithead. So that's cool. Very, very epic and fantastic that, you know, ICE has been allowed to like run rampant with their little Gestapo fucking tendencies, arresting whoever the fuck they feel like in New York, including like random fucking high schoolers. All because like some corrupt shithead was just like, oh yeah, you know, I just want to have a pardon from the president, so I'm just gonna let ICE run through and gallivant and be like little prissy ass losers, arresting my constituents and citizens. So that's cool. That's really epic. New York is still a city, even if it's one of the USA's most popular and famous cities. Florida is still a state. Yeah, I get that New York gets confused for the state it is in. Yeah, I mean, sure, but the point that I'm basically raising here, Yenzo, is basically, like, if we want to talk about, like, states and, like, cities that have a significant higher contribution to the economy in comparison to, like, what, the shitholes that Republican states are, the shitholes that fucking Republican cities are, New York is, like, significantly fucking better. Like, it's fucking stupid. Yeah. LA does have a bigger population than 39 U.S. states. Same with fucking... New York has the biggest population... Or is the biggest population center in the U.S. It's like 20 million people in the metropolitan area of New York. It's gigantic. But whatever. Republicans don't give a shit about any of this stuff because they're stupid. His statements don't just represent an attack on our democracy, but an attempt to send a message to every New Yorker who refuses to hide in the shadows. If you speak up, they will come for you. We will not accept this intimidation. That Trump included praise for Eric Adams and his authoritarian threats is unsurprising, but highlights the urgency of bringing an end to this mayor's time in City Hall. True. At the very moment when MAGA Republicans are attempting to destroy the social safety net, kick millions of New Yorkers off of healthcare, and enrich their billionaire donors at the expense of working families, it is a scandal that Eric Adams echoes this president's division, distraction, and hate. Voters were resoundingly rejected in summer. Hey, Democrats! I thought Zohran Mamdani was going to be really weak on Trump. That's a little weird. Yet you guys want to side with, like, dumbasses like Andrew fucking Cuomo and Eric Adams, who are totally okay with letting fucking ICE gallivant about, arrest fucking citizens, permanent residents, green card holders, to just, like, deport them to, like, a fucking prison gulag in El Salvador or some shit, just to deport people all fucking willy-nilly. Like, hey, what's going on here, Democrats? We should be against this. But, you know, we'll get to the fucking bullshit from the Democrats soon enough. Well, here's a video of Zohran.
Yesterday, Donald Trump...
I want to take a look.
...said that I should be arrested. He said that I should be deported. He said that I should be denaturalized. And he said those things about me, someone who stands to be the first immigrant mayor of a city in generations, someone who would also be the first Muslim and the first South Asian mayor in the city's history. Less so because of who I am, because of where I come from, because of how I look or how I speak, and more so because he wants to distract from what I fight for. I fight for working people. I fight for the very people that have been priced out of the city, and I fight for the same people that he said he was fighting for. This is the same president who ran on a campaign of cheaper groceries, who ran on a campaign about easing a suffocating cost of living crisis. And ultimately, it is easier for him to fan the flames of division than to acknowledge the ways in which he has betrayed those working class Americans, not just in the city but across this country, and the ways in which he...
God, he's so fucking good. 10 out of 10, no fucking notes, dude. God, he's so fucking good. Yeah, like, whoa, crazy. Fucking this dumbass Donald Trump never really fucking cares about any of this bullshit. Yeah, you call him out, King. Yeah, Donald Trump's a fucking charlatan. He was never a fucking populist. As, like, much as, like, I don't know, all these dumbasses like to get lulled in that sense of security that he's a fucking populist. He never was. He's full of shit. Completely fucking full of it. Like, nonsense. It is, like, the peak of fucking ignorance to just basically be like, you know, oh, yeah, dude, this billionaire is totally gonna fucking help represent me and my family. He's gonna definitely help us out. But again, this is more of a failure of the Democratic Party to basically stand for absolutely fucking nothing and just be like, oh yeah, Donald Trump's just kind of like bad, dude. Yeah, it's like, dude, everyone in America is hurting. They have like, they can't pay for their basic like amenities. No one can fucking afford anything, and you guys want to like, I don't know, simp out for the stupid idiot in chief who like helped perpetuate a genocide and basically like did very little to help alleviate these problems. I will admit, you know, Joe Biden has been beneficial to labor, simply put. But, like, come on, dude. Like, he fucking lied the whole time when he was saying... Well, not that Joe Biden lied. Joe Biden decided to get into his fucking head, and he got fucking egotistical about the fact that, you know, he thought he was him after the 2022 elections, and guess what? Basically sunk any chance the fucking Democrats had of fucking winning. Because he got into his fucking head that he thought he was him. You were not him, Joe. You were not him. And, you know, again... A lot of the stuff that Joe Biden did in terms of pro-worker stuff was very good. And he helped clean up a lot of the fucking problems that was done by Donald Trump. But he didn't fucking clean up everything, and it was all shit that was basically just right around the fucking edges. Which is not fucking enough. And now we have the dumbass orange man in chief in office right now, who's just gonna fuck everything up and is trying to pass fucking tax cuts to the rich. We've looked at what's inside the big beautiful bill. It's complete fucking dog shit. It just cuts in. Well, it makes the people who voted for Donald Trump suffer. They're the only ones who are going to suffer from this.
Continues to betray them, because we know that he would rather speak about me than speak about the legislation that he is shepherding through Washington, D.C. Legislation that will quite literally take healthcare away from Americans. Legislation that will steal food from Hungary. Legislation that looks to build upon one of the largest transfers of wealth we've seen in recent history in his first administration and do it once again for the very Americans who already have enough. We should be fighting for those that do not have what they need to live a dignified life. That is what I will do, and I'm thankful to have the protection and to have the support of so many New Yorkers who have stood up and said how unacceptable this is, including our governor, including members of the labor movement. And ultimately what I fear for is that if this is what Donald Trump and his administration feel comfortable about saying about the Democratic nominee for the mayor of New York City, imagine what they feel comfortable saying and doing about immigrants whose names they don't even know.
True. He's cooking. Well, anywho, why don't we get to the real sort of event here? Now we got fucking... The Democrats' reactions to Zohran Mamdani winning. It's as you expected. It's dog shit. Because they're fucking morons. They're more willing to sort of like focus on like complete idiotic nonsense, like Zohran Mamdani talking about globalizing the Antifa. Okay, globalizing the Antifa means just globalizing the uprising, and that is the uprising of fucking working people against the repression that they're fucking dealing with. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Alex. I mean, it's that's I don't think Israel-Palestine is the main reason why, like, and that's not the main reason why the Democrats lost. Let's be fucking honest here, okay? The main reason the Democrats lost was because of Biden's fucking ego. He thought he was him after the fucking election, or after the midterm elections, for some fucking reason, even though he didn't really, like, do all that much. Again, he had some okay fucking, like, domestic policy. Some good stuff in there, for sure. And, you know, the pullout of Afghanistan, like, ever since the pullout of Afghanistan, his, like, approval rating never went back up, even though, like, he pulled out of the 20-year war that no one else wanted to pull out, because, of course, like, it's fucking stupid. Like... Yeah. It's a bunch of different contributing factors, Alex, but, like, it's... I wouldn't say that... Israel was a factor for why the Democrats fucking lost. It wasn't the main one. I don't think it's the main one. It's a factor, it's not the main one. It was because of Biden's fucking ego. That's really about it. And like I was saying before, like, ever since the pullout of Afghanistan, Joe Biden's fucking approval rating tanked because of it. Even though, like, no one fucking defended him, especially all these, like, supposed anti-war fucking leftists. He finally pulled out of the forever war, and there was a reason why no fucking president wanted to do it, because they knew it would just be unpopular. Like, they would suffer politically for it. They would suffer in terms of their approval rating for it. And he was the one who actually fucking went through with it. He was the one guy who was principled enough to do it. But, and whatever. Everyone else has to fucking suffer for it. But anywho, it's not about, like, we can litigate about, like, fucking Joe Biden's, like, idiotic fucking belligerence. But yeah, globalizing the Antifada, by way of example, is not acceptable phrasing. He's going to have to clarify his position on that moving forward. Well, as far as I can tell, Zohran is refusing to condemn the globalize the Antifada, right? He's based for that. Globalize the Antifada. Like, he's so fucking based. He doesn't want to condemn that fucking goddamn statement. So fucking good. We love that for him. Because again, what is the globalize the Antifada just means uprising. It is a word in Arabic. I thought like Democrats were supposed to be like a multiracial coalition, and now we have to have like a schizophrenic conniption about a particular fucking word. Like, get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. Who the fuck cares about any of this fucking stupid, dumbass nonsense? Yeah. No, he said a stinky word that, may scare Jews for some reason. It's what are you fucking talking about? It's just a word? Like, maybe Zionists will get scared of it because they're like stupid fucking freaks, because the Antifada was just like Palestinians trying to attempt to resist against colonial fucking occupation. But like, this is the fucking main thing that we're gonna fucking freak out over is this? Really? This is why, like, Democrats, they don't have any fucking sauce. They're just willing to be complete cucks to fucking Israel, not stand for anything, do nothing, be pathetic fucking losers. And now we have a man who's actually doing the exact opposite of all of that and is a fucking giga chat about it. Good. You know what? Fuck these stupid ass motherfuckers. But let's see. Well, let's see. What is this dumbass Hakeem Jeffries, this fucking deer in the headlight looking head ass, has to say?
You mentioned the diversity of your district, including a lot of Jewish constituents. Mamdani has made comments that some have said veer towards anti-Semitism. His initial statement after October 7th, he criticized the Israeli government but didn't criticize Hamas. He defended the...
What about hummus? Do you condemn hummus? Not the dreaded hummus. Get the fuck out of here with this stupid fucking bullshit, man. It's so fucking dumb. Like, yeah, some have said that, Zohran is kind of based. Do you agree with this deer in the headlights? It's fucking stupid.
The use of the word globalize, or the phrase globalize Intifada. And he even said that the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu should be arrested, or he would, if he were mayor, he would arrest Netanyahu.
Whoa. Zohran Mamdani is willing to comply with international law? Which I thought the U.S. was a proponent of international law. What's going on here? Wait, I thought we cared about it. It lays pretty threadbare how complete fucking, nonsensical the positions of the United States is. That they're, they pretend to be like the global police, care about fucking international law and all this fucking stuff. And as soon as it's inconvenient for their stupid corporate interests and like the military-industrial complex and shit like that, they're willing to just completely throw all of that away and just be like, international law, what's that? I don't know what that is. Fuck these motherfuckers, dude.
If you visited New York City, did these things concern you?
Globalizing the Antifada, by way of example, is not an acceptable phrase, and he's going to have to clarify his position on that as he moves forward. With respect to the Jewish communities that I represent, I think our nominee is going to have to convince folks that he is prepared to aggressively address the rise in anti-Semitism in the city of New York.
Holy fucking shit. Yeah, not only has he fucking goddamn talked about this, he's also talked about the problems of anti-Semitism. It's not because of shit that he said, you fucking dumbasses. It's conflationary things that you motherfuckers are doing constantly by saying that Zionism and Judaism are the exact fucking same things. That's the main issue. I don't even know, Hasn't there been a bunch of like Jewish advocates who have endorsed Zohran Mamdani? Brad Lander is Jewish himself. He cross-endorsed Zohran Mamdani. So again, that's great, fantastic. We're just going to ignore that. Like what the fuck is any of this stuff? It's so fucking stupid. Like, there's no basis or evidence of any of this, but the only reason why these motherfuckers are saying any of this stuff is because they're all cucked. They're all cucked to Israel. That's what it is.
Which has been an unacceptable development. And any mayor, whether you're a Democratic mayor, a Republican mayor, an independent mayor, has got to commit to the safety and well-being of all of the people of the city of New York.
He said that constantly. Like what the fuck else are you supposed to say about this? But again, like as expected from Hakeem Jeffries, AIPAC tracker. All-time top domer, AIPAC. Israel lobby total, $1.7 million. I wonder why he says the particular things that he says about Israel. I wonder. Yeah, of course, like you're saying, Ienzo. Yeah, it makes sense that average Americans confuse Zionism with Judaism. Considering how, like, undereducated the American fucking proletariat are nowadays, like, no shit, they do the fucking conflationary bit all the fucking time. Because, well, they are idiots. Unfortunately, like, I'm not being hyperbolic with that. Like, this is true. They are fucking idiots. They don't have any fucking understanding of those particular things. And it's just like, bleh. It's just like media brainwashing, all the manufacturing consent. It's all for the express purpose of military-industrial complex shit. That's it. It's so stupid.
And when there are moments of crisis and a rise in anti-Jewish hate, that's a threshold, of course, needs to be crossed.
Who is causing this, like, rise of anti-Jewish hate? Is it, like, left-wingers like Zohran Mamdani? Is he the main person that's catalyzing any of this? Of course, what they mean by people who are, anti-Semitic, being anti-Jewish, is, again, the protests that happened at, like, Columbia University, that happened across the world, across, like, the entirety of the United States. Because of the fact that there's still a genocide in Palestine going on that's being perpetrated by the Israelis. But again, so, like, typical fucking idiotic bullshit here from this deer in the fucking headlights looking head ass here. This complete fucking moron being brainwashed by all this fucking bullshit. As expected from Hakeem Jeffries, this complete utter moron. But let's move on to the next guy. Eric Swalwell, also talking about, I don't associate myself with what he has said about the Jewish people. Like what? Like what? Like what was it? What did he say?
And frankly, stylistically, and I'm not a socialist, and I don't associate myself with what he has said about the Jewish people.
Like what has he said about the Jewish people that is so ostensible? You want to provide any examples, Eric? Anything? It's unfortunate that Ken didn't provide the full clip here, but I think my point mostly here stands. It doesn't really matter. Like, what did he say about Jewish people in particular? What? Is it because of the globalized, the Antifa shit? Antifa is just like a spooky fucking word. Dude, it's the fucking George Carlin thing all over again, dude. It's just like, why are we being so afraid of, like, particular fucking words? Words mean things. They represent things. They mean things. It's like what's the problem here? Antifa just means uprising. That's it. There's nothing, like, nefarious or fucking scary about it in particular. If anything, you people are the ones who are trying to make it more nefarious and scary in order to manufacture consent to, well, be able to accept more money from the military-industrial complex. That's really about it. You people are just complicit with the actions of Israel. And you guys don't want this to sort of be like, looked into all that much more because, again, you are okay with the fucking money. That's really about it. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Whatever.
Fake news.
Christian Zionists, apart from straight-up neo-Nazis, are the most anti-Semitic people on the planet. Oh, 1,000%. They're stupid, like, idiot, conspiracy theory about, like, wanting the Israelis and the Jews to reclaim all the Holy Land so then they can all die in a fiery fucking goddamn conflagration that'll murder all of them so they can all ascend to heaven. That's what the fucking rapture is. But, do any of these motherfuckers know any of that stuff? Probably not. But, you know, here's the real fucking culprit. Hello, Kristen Jellobrand, or Jellobrand. Of course, she has accepted about $1 million from Israeli lobbies. So, what do we have here? So this is her call that she had into the Brian Lear show. And from what I understand, Brian Lear is a rather popular local, I think, New York, a rather popular, like, local New York show, radio show, that is, of course. So, what is this? What do we have here? She's doing some fucking Zohran hate, I suppose. Oh yeah, like 1000%. I think the evangelist that you're talking about there, yeah, the evangelist who leads Kufi, Christians United for Israel, has said the most anti-Semitic shit on a pulpit I've ever heard. Even called Adolf a Jew. Yeah, John Hagee. That fucking guy. That guy is a fucking psychopath. He's like a stupid evangelical fucking pastor dude, and who's just like a complete like anti-Semitic fucking freak. Like, you know, standard fucking bullshit. But, you know, we have to do like stupid defenses for that because, again, I don't know, like military industrial complex interests. But let's see, what do we got here from Kirsten Jellobrand, the Jello woman herself. What's she got to say?
Hi, good morning. Thank you for taking my call and question. I want to ask two very pertinent questions about the threat facing the Jewish community, unfortunately, from Zohran Mamdani. There was a bill I was reading about that, unfortunately, he wants to target synagogues and Jewish institutions which donate to nonprofits, which are medical institutions like United Hatzalah and MAGA, which is the Jewish Red Cross. So how do we make sure that Jewish institutions are protected from his plans to punish and fine our institutions which fundraise these medical nonprofits, which do work both here in the United States and in Israel and other countries in the world? And also, how can we hold...
I'm curious. What does he mean by Zohran Mamdani legislation on Jewish nonprofits? What is this legislation? Well, these are from all the Zionist Drek orgs, but what do we have here? Sponsors bill that would ban Jewish nonprofits from raising money for Zaka and Hatzalah. Well, we know what Zaka is. Zaka is the IDF's medical brigade, I believe. What's Hatzalah? Mamdani introduced a bill to fine New York nonprofits for funding groups like Zaka and Hatzalah linked to Israeli settlements. Oh, the settlements that are illegal under international law? I wonder why Zohran Mamdani is trying to introduce a bill to fine New York nonprofits that are trying to get funding for groups like Zaka and Hatzalah that are supporting Israeli settlers. You know, the thing that everyone in the international court agrees is completely fucking illegal, including everyone in the fucking UN except Israel and the United States. What's Hatzalah? Hatzalah is a volunteer-based emergency medical service organization, primarily serving Jewish communities around the world. Okay, rescue relief in Hebrew. While local branches operate independently, they share a common goal, providing aid. Okay. Volunteer-based, so it's just medical brigades, right? But are they if they're providing support for fucking settlers as well, that means they are complicit with the settlement projects that are going on in the West Bank, which are illegal. What the fuck does America get from supporting Israel? It's all military-industrial complex interests. Israel is a perfect testing ground for testing like security apparatus bullshit and new weapon systems. That's the point of it. And also, it's a beachhead into the Middle East for influence. That's pretty much about it. Also, yeah, control of world trade through the Suez Canal. That as well. So, I guess that's the main thing. Zohran Mamdani is trying to sponsor a bill that would stop support of the activities of Israeli settlers, which everyone agrees is, in the international community, is what they are doing is against international law. So that's cool.
Mamdani accountable for his glorifying association of Hamas and other terror bombings in the 1990s, where 1,000 Jewish Israelis were killed due to revisionist Holocaust knowledge to the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising.
Wait, what the fuck? Revisionist Holocaust knowledge? The Warsaw Getting Out uprisings? I think this guy's just schizo posting. And he glorifying the fucking Antifa? Like, He just said globalize the Antifada. What do you mean by glorifying association of Hamas? He said because he didn't condemn Hamas's actions, that means he's glorifying them? That's the fucking conflationary bit that we're doing? This is some rather fucking lazy propaganda here. Jesus Christ.
Association of Hamas terror bombings of Antifa in the 1990s, where over 1,000 Jewish Israelis were killed, using revisionist Holocaust knowledge to the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, where Jews were mass exterminated and states directly compared when Jews were killed to when Jews fought back against Nazis. It's quite despicable, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like, what the fuck are you talking? What, Zohran Mamdani? Like, let's take a look at this. Zohran Mamdani, Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. I'm curious. Zohran Mamdani in the anatomy of a bogus anti-Semitism scandal. Yeah, well, this is the same shit they did before. Where's the Warsaw Ghetto stuff? That's all I care about. Here we go. This particular meta scandal began when Mamdani appeared on the Conservative Bulwark podcast, and was asked about the phrase in question. He said that while he sympathizes with some people's visceral reaction to the word Antifada and his associations with violence in Israel, and made it clear that he never used the phrase himself, he refused to denounce it because he argued doing so would effectively denounce the Arabic word for resistance, which he wouldn't do. Okay. Whoa. Crazy. Again, it's a complete fucking out of context schizophrenic conniption that Zionists are having. Who would have thought? As Mamdani said in the interview, I think what's difficult also is that the very word has been used by the Holocaust Museum when translating the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising into Arabic. Huh. That's a little weird. Man, these, we're talking about Zohran Mamdani fucking trying to do historical revisionism. That fucking, like, schizo probably working for Kristen fucking Jellobrand is trying to do fucking historical revisionism. Guys, I guess, like, translating the word for uprising in Warsaw Ghetto Uprising is Holocaust revisionism, because the term Antifada is used to mean uprising. Silly. Because it's a word that means struggle. And as a Muslim man who grew up post 9/11, I'm all too familiar in the way in which Arabic words can be twisted, can be distorted, and can be used to justify any kind of meaning. Oh, just like the Democrats are doing right now. God, it's all fucking 2003 all over again. It's fucking incredible that these stupid fucking losers are doing this fucking bullshit. It's incredible that the Democrats are just becoming Republicans of 2003. I mean, you know, it was kind of fucking inevitable that it would happen, as expected. And I think that's where it leaves me with a sense that what we need to do is to focus on keeping Jewish New Yorkers safe. And the question of the permissibility of language is something that I haven't ventured into. Yeah, okay, listen. Zohran, I got you, fam, alright? It doesn't fucking matter, okay? The only fucking argument that the Democrats have is, like, some stupid optical bullshit that they have to conjure up fucking lies about, okay? Who the fuck gives a flying fuck about you using the word in Arabic that means fucking uprising or struggle? That is what language is. That is how words mean. Whoa, just because there was uprisings in the 1990s because of the genocide that's going on in Gaza and in the West Bank to the Palestinians by the Israeli state, which the Democrats are completely fucking cucked to, they're more willing to do defense for that and, go into, I don't know, the, like, Republican tier conspiracism in order to just, like, smear a fucking Muslim man because, you know, they're just, like, completely cucked to the fucking state of Israel. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, listen, we're gonna make this a terrorist channel now. We're gonna say Inkalab Zinabad. I don't know what that fucking means. This is now a terrorist chat and a terrorist channel. Let's fucking go, dude. Immediately, pro-Israel groups in the Democratic Party and media allies pounced, working to jam the scary-sounding phrase into as many interviews with Mamdani as possible, seeking over and over again to bring it up and insist that he denounce it, which he didn't, which is based. Because he didn't say or do anything wrong. He's a Muslim man. He could say the word Antifada if he wants. Like, suck my dick. Oh, it's fucking long live the revolution Urdu phrase. Okay, gotcha. So it's fucking stupid. It's the most fucking idiotic nonsense on the planet. So Mamdani himself was being interviewed on Meet the Press around the same time as Jeffries' interview. Host Kristen Welker asked Mamdani twice to condemn the phrase. He refused to do so. Based. Instead, reciting his now routine answer, making it clear it's not a term he uses, but did not believe that the role of the mayor is to police speech, especially in light of Trump putting New Yorkers like Mahmoud Khalil in jail for their speech around Palestine. It's very interesting. Yeah, the Democrats have no problem with supporting like Mahmoud Khalil, but guess what Mahmoud Khalil was mostly protesting for? Palestinian fucking rights. But now we're gonna try to police the fucking speech of Zohran Mamdani because he can almost fucking win. It's fucking stupid. Complete fucking nonsense. Yeah, even Brad Lander said that, all three was about Mamdani's alleged anti-Semitism and refusal to condemn globalized Antifada. Literally no other questions were asked. Nothing about lowering the cost of groceries, freezing rent, or providing free and safe fast transit. All central tenets of Mamdani's platform that led to his upset victory last week. It's the stupidest fucking shit. Yeah. Like, literally, I think Brad Lander basically said, like, I don't particularly like the phrase, but I don't think I really care all that much about it. I think that was his basic answer. He's like, yeah, I don't like it, but, like, whatever. I don't give a shit. Like, fuck off. Like, I don't care. So, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, nice try, random fucking caller, into, I don't know, doing this, like, complete schizo fucking nonsense.
Okay, thank you for your call. There's a lot in there, Senator, some of which may be inaccurate. So I don't know, I can't fact check everything in real time, but do you know any of that to be inaccurate or accurate, including the original premise that he would somehow target synagogues if they were contributing to Roof Hezbollah ambulance services in a way that he could hurt the synagogues? I just don't want to give out information that's false, but I also don't want to share information that's true.
Well, the caller is exactly the New York constituents that I've spoken to. They're alarmed. They are alarmed by past public statements. They're alarmed by past positions, particularly references to Global Jihad. This is a very
Global Jihad. Damn, I guess Antifada means jihad now. No, those are not the same words. Those are actually very, very different fucking words. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, Yenzo. Like, people want to do, like, word games over words that mean multiple fucking things for whatever fucking reason. Because, again, they don't have any other fucking arguments besides, like, we have to just play idiot fucking word games. And that's really about it. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, and jihad does mean, yeah, it means holy war. It's the exact mirror to crusade. Crusade is a holy war. Jihad is a holy war. It can also mean struggle and other things. But just like English, words in Arabic also have multiple meanings. That's not an uncommon fucking thing. It's the fucking dumbest shit on the fucking planet. But again, they are completely cucked to Israel and don't have any other fucking goddamn ways to attack Zohran Mamdani, so they have to attack him in probably the stupidest fucking shit on the planet. It's fucking ridiculous.
very serious issue because people that glorify the slaughter of Jews create fear in our communities. The global intifada is a statement that means destroy Israel and kill all Jews. So.
No, that's not what the global intifada means at all. It's not like how you justify people using from the river to the sea, which apparently means that. That's not what that means, but okay. Jihad can be used to mean that, sure, maybe. It depends on the fucking context and the wording in terms of how that's used. But generally speaking, no, it's a word that has a very fucking specific meaning that means specific fucking things. Like, again, broadly speaking, do people understand? Like, I can also do, like, the same fucking thing. Like, hey, Kristen, I don't know, why are you trying to kill all fucking Muslims by deflecting or some shit? Right? Why are you okay with this fucking Islamophobia, right? You're playing all these, like, little fucking word games. You're just an Islamophobe. You just hate Muslims. You hate brown people. You are okay with, brown children being turned into mulch. Yeah, you are okay with it, Kristen. You know, I think you're okay with that. Very, very cool. If we want to just be dishonest, we can be dishonest. Like, we can do that.
So these are the kinds of things that if Mr. Mamdani is elected our mayor, we'll need to assure all New Yorkers that he will protect all Jews and protect house of worship and protect funding for not-for-profits that we need these communities. Those are the things he'll have to do as our mayor.
He would certainly say that he has committed to protecting all Jews in New York as mayor of New York. Do you doubt that?
Well, I wanted to talk
Good
about
follow-up.
issue, and he has agreed to work with me on this and to protect all residents. So this is something I care deeply about, and so I will be an advocate on these issues. These are things that I think are important to New Yorkers.
Oh yeah, you definitely really care about, like, the constant attacks that are being constantly faced by, like, Jewish New Yorkers. Dude, again, the reason why they face constant attacks is because of the shit like what you're fucking saying. That's why they face constant fucking attacks. Like, fuck right off, dude. It's fucking nonsense.
And I will work with him when he gets elected to make sure everyone is protected. I also, on a federal level, work to get resources for all our religious sites in the state and in the city. I lead the letter for funding for I lead the letter for the funding to protect synagogues and churches and temples and places of worship across our city and state. And these are things that he has assured me in my conversations. He will protect everyone. But I understand why people are concerned because of past statements. And so this is just an issue that I will work with him on for sure.
You want to know who are the people who are more likely to do those fucking attacks? It's people on the fucking right wing, dude. And you want to like wholeheartedly just fucking focus on Zohran Mamdani? Get the fuck out of here, you stupid bitch. Like, do people broadly speaking understand like what the fucking problem is here? It's complete fucking nonsense. It's just they have no argument, so they're just gonna play like stupid idiot fucking word games. Yeah, these people really do care about the freedom of worship. Yeah, totally. Yet they have like a schizophrenic conniption about I don't know, Muslim man saying globalize the Antifa. Like it's fucking stupid.
I just feel compelled to say we can find no evidence that he has supported Hamas or has supported violent jihad, as that caller was asserting. Can you?
Again, Brian, I don't have all that information, and I've never sat down with Mr. Mamdani, so I asked to have that meeting. I'm going to have that meeting. We will talk through all these things. He can tell me his views of the world, and I can learn them firsthand. I think the reference I had read was Global Jihad specifically, which has very serious meanings that are violent and destructive. So,
which he says, and I pressed him on this on the show on Monday, but which he says are not calls for violence because Intifada is a much broader term, involving all kinds of uprisings and resistance and things like that. So I just want to be clear about how at least he defines it, and maybe.
Good to see that Brian Lear is actually pushing back on this fucking bullshit because, again, like I've been saying before, Democrats don't have a fucking argument at all, so they're just gonna play like stupid fucking word games and like try to like completely like nibble around the edges and just be really fucking dumb and fucking annoying about like I don't know like particular words that a socialist candidate is fucking using. It's fucking stupid, dude.
He needs to be more clear. I don't mean this. I don't mean that. He did say here that he didn't want to be the word police, even as the mayor of New York if he's elected. But I do also want to be clear that he said he does not support violent Intifada. Is that fair?
So Brian, I didn't hear your exchange with him, but if I was speaking to him directly, I would
of course.
simply say that is not how the words are received. And it doesn't matter what meaning you have in your brain, it is not how the word is received. And when you use a word like Intifada to many Jewish Americans and Jewish New Yorkers, that means you are permissive for violence against Jews.
There's no evidence to suggest that whatsoever. Like, I mean, if you're like a baby brain Zionist, which I mean, all Zionists are inherently baby brain fucking morons. Again, it's the whole fucking goddamn optics fucking bullshit that I've had constantly with like, I don't know, differing fucking like Destiny viewers. Again, I don't give a fuck about the fucking optics of the bullshit. What's the fucking argument? Okay, who the fucking gives a shit about any of that stuff? You're just playing like you don't have a fucking argument. You don't have a fucking goddamn problem with like any of the proposals or anything else. You have nothing on him. So guess what? It's just like, nah, he said Antifada. That's like a scary Arabic word. It's a scary Muslim word. So therefore we need to be scared and go after him. Nah, it's fucking stupid.
It's a serious word. It is a word that has deep meaning. It has been used for wars across time and violence and destruction and slaughter and murder against the Jews. It is a harmful, hurtful, inappropriate word for anyone who wants to represent a city as diverse as New York City with 8 million people. And I would be very specific.
Now, okay, talking about like violence and war against the Jews. Okay, bitch, time for a fucking goddamn history lesson, okay? Holy shit, history fucking lesson. You want to know who was more responsible for killing more Jews in the fucking Holy Land? It was the Christians. It was the Crusaders. People that you probably purport to fucking pretend to support or whatever, or would fucking care more about. Christians were more violent against Jews because guess what? Holy shit, it's fucking crazy. Who are the ones who mainly did all the fucking goddamn exoduses of the fucking Jewish people throughout all of Western fucking Europe, initially in like the 10th and 11th century? Oh, it was Christian fucking states, not the Muslim ones. They perfectly were religiously tolerant of the religious practices of Jews. They had no fucking problems with it. The Rashidans, the fucking Umayyads, the fucking Mamluks, the fucking Fatimids, they had no fucking problems at all with religious Jewish practices. The Ottomans, the only people who imported anti-Semitism into the Middle East after their collapse in World War I were the British and the French. That's what made anti-Semitism return. It's all these fucking goddamn white motherfuckers who brought it back in because the French were one of the main ones to repopularize anti-Semitism back in the fucking 1800s, you fucking moron. So fucking good. Yeah, exactly, Alex. Like, you know, we can go through all the various fucking years in time that Christian states were the ones who expelled the Jews to North Africa and the Middle East. It was the Christian states that mostly fucking did it. But, you know, whatever. Very, very cool. Also, Israel itself was anti-Semitic towards non-European Jews when it invited Jewish people from all over to come. 1,000%. All of the fucking MENA Jews that came over, Iraqi Jews, they were like, I think even Avi Shlaim talks about this in his fucking book, Three Worlds, how like ridiculously fucking racist the Ashkenazi Jews were in comparison to all of the non-white Jews who decided to come into Israel after, a bunch of them got fucking they didn't get like in like a bunch of cases they all got a bunch of them got fucking expelled because of the Arab-Israeli war that happened in 1948 as a result of the fucking Nakba. But more so, a lot of them were just allowed to leave peacefully. Crazy. And a lot of the attacks were organized by fucking Zionist fucking militias. Again, Avi Shlaim talks about this in his book, Three Worlds, about a lot of the Zionist militias that were fucking operating in all of these fucking goddamn Middle Eastern countries, trying to advocate for all these fucking Jews to come into, Israel specifically, because it's about building an ethno-nationalist state. It is the white supremacy and the Jewish sort of like, not like Jewish, it's Zionist ethnic fucking supremacy. That is the fucking point about that. Oh yeah, like exactly, Boy Meets Minnie. Yeah, they were classified as fucking terror groups. But whatever. Does Kristen fucking Jellobrand over here know of any of this fucking goddamn history? No, probably not.
These words, and I would say you may not use them again if you expect to represent everyone ever again, because they are received as hateful and divisive and harmful, and that's it. So I appreciate that he told you didn't mean that, and that's great.
And I think we also clarify, he was clarifying that he never said globalizing the intifada. He was asked in an interview if he would denounce the phrase globalizing the intifada, and then that led to this kind of conversation that you were just referring to. But that.
Why, thank you, Brian Lear. Yep, it was just a fucking clip chimp. That's it. Complete fucking bullshit from the beginning. It's actually incredible just how completely nonsensical this stupid conspiracy theory is being. This is literally it's the exact same fucking shit from 2003. You know, I've said this before. History doesn't tend to repeat itself, but it likes to rhyme.
He was never out there saying globalize the intifada. He was asked about other people who used it. So just to be precise about what happened there, yes?
Well, as a leader of the biggest diverse in your city, 8 million people, as the largest Jewish population in the country, we should denounce it. And that's it. Period.
Literally, Brian provides the context. Gives her an out. She doesn't fucking take it. Because again, she is completely and utterly fucking cucked to the Israeli lobby. Who knows, like, this is just AIPAC fucking money. Who knows how much fucking money she gets from, like, DMFI, right? Like, the Democratic Majority for Israel. That's the Democrat fucking goddamn Israel lobby. Who knows how much money she fucking gets from those motherfuckers. But, you know, that's cool. That's fucking great. That, you know, Zohran just can't use this word because I just think it's kind of icky and stinky. And I think it means jihad when it doesn't mean jihad at all. It's fucking stupid.
And you can't celebrate it, you can't value it, you can't lift it up. And that's the challenge that Jewish New Yorkers have had, certainly since October 7th, is exactly what they have felt, is why Jewish students in our universities have felt unsafe, is why Jewish students have felt that their schools did not have their backs.
Jewish students have not felt unsafe. Most of the fucking protesters that were participating in those fucking protests for Palestinians were Jewish, you stupid bitch. It's just some Zionists who were the ones who typically brought the violence because they would bring in the fucking police to do violence. This is a conspiracy theory.
It turns out that we're learning because the people doing these protests use words that have meanings that are far more violent and horrific than they may have intended. But when you hear things like intifada, when you hear things like jihad, when you hear for the rivers of the sea, it is received as slaughter Jews and destroy Israel. Period. It's how it's received. And if you talk to any group, you talk to our LGBTQ community.
Why don't you ask a bunch of different Jews that question? Is that how they all receive it? Is that true? A bunch of New York Jews would disagree with you. Is that how they receive it? Ultra-Orthodox Jews don't fucking agree with that. A bunch of fucking other Jews do not agree with this. Anti-Zionist Jews certainly do not agree with this. The only people who are going to have a schizophrenic conniption about this stuff are the fucking Zionists. That's it.
You talk to our black community, you talk to our Hispanic community, there are words and there are imagery and there are things that are said that they will hear it and feel it as it's to their throat. And so if you want to be a leader, you have to recognize how these things are felt and received.
What the fuck are you talking about, you stupid fucking bitch? Like, you're doing the exact same thing to a minority community member right now. How do you think Muslim people fucking feel about this stupid shit? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, shoe on the other fucking foot. Death of fucking subjectivity shit right here. This is what it is. Pure death of fucking subjectivity. How do you think Muslim community members feel about you fucking... How many Muslim people live in New York? Why don't we take a look? How many Muslims live in New York? New York City. About 1 million? About 9% of the population? Damn. That's pretty fucking crazy. Approximately 9% of New York residents are Muslim, constituting 22.3% of American Muslims, with 1.5 million Muslims in the greater New York metropolitan area. It's about a fifth of American Muslims live in New York City in the greater metropolitan area, you stupid bitch. How the fuck do you think they feel? That's more than the amount of Jewish people that live in fucking New York, in the greater New York metropolitan area. Well, I'm curious, how many people? It's about the same? Well, why don't we take a seat? Why don't we take a look? It's actually more. There are just over 1.3 million Jews in the New York metropolitan area. There's more Muslims than Jews in New York, Kristen. How do you think they feel? How do you think they feel, Kristen? If we want to do this like dumb fuck whataboutism bullshit, get the fuck out of here, you stupid bitch.
And saying there should be no word police is irresponsible. Because a leader you have to protect everyone. Period.
One more thing before you go. For you as a member.
Lovely. Stupid dumbass Karen, but she apologizes though. She said she's sorry about jihad comments. Very, very cool. Yeah, she did it fucking privately, and she did a fucking smear over to Zohran Mamdani. It's actually some of the most pathetic fucking bullshit, honestly. Yeah, Jellobrand seems that the pair would agree to meet in New York in person to further discuss the issues concerning of including affordability and public safety. Again, there's like no fucking evidence to say that there's like a huge... Is there like a huge epidemic of fucking anti-Semitism that's going on in New York? Maybe, probably, but I think that's a broader fucking global trend because of the general far-right trend that's fucking happening throughout the world, you fucking dumbass. And all this, like, conflationary bullshit between Zionism and Judaism. That's the reason why there's a rise in anti-Semitic attacks, because of the actions of the state of Israel that you're a complete cuck to. It's really fucking stupid, man. The complete fucking nonsense. Jellobrand, so I guess they're, like, talking about, yeah, the call that she had. Gillibrand said that Jewish New Yorkers were alarmed by Mamdani's past statements. And when Lear said that there's no evidence of Mamdani supporting Hamas or violent jihad, she reacted defensively, said she would like to sit down and talk about fucking globalize the Antifada. Which he didn't say. The only reason, he was just talking about someone who said that. Like, quite literally. Like, we can go over the fucking statement again. I think what's difficult is also that the very word has been used by the Holocaust Museum when translating the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising to Arabic because it's a word that means struggle. And as a Muslim man who grew up post 9/11, I'm all too familiar in the way which Arabic words can be twisted, can be distorted, can be used to justify any kind of meaning. And I think that's where it leaves me with a sense that what we need to do is to focus on keeping Jewish New Yorkers safe. And the question of permissibility of language is something that I haven't ventured into. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, pretty much exactly. Alex, yeah. Gillibrand does want to globalize the Karen Tifada. That's true. Very true. And real. And based. So, I mean, that's very, very cool. Very, very cool that all these, like, dumbass fucking moron troglodytes in the Democratic Party are having a schizophrenic conniption about fucking language. Because that's literally all this is. They're just playing stupid fucking word games and they're upset over language. And optics fucking bullshit. Complete fucking nonsense. And, they are in accordance with Donald Trump, who wants to deport Zohran Mamdani. Oh, hey, Democrats, are you going to denounce this stuff? What do you have to say about this shit? That Trump wants to arrest Mamdani and say that he was here illegally, even though there's, like, no evidence to suggest that at all. You got nothing for that? But you're going to have a conniption about fucking globalize the fucking Antifada, talking about fucking jihad? Get the fuck out of here, you stupid fucking morons. It's the stupidest fucking shit on the planet. The constant twisting of language in order to fucking justify persecutions of minority populations because you heard an icky, stinky word, and it was kind of stinky and you didn't like it. Wah. Get the fuck out of here with this fucking bullshit. I don't think there's really much else that I need to fucking say about that, besides, like, fuck the Democrats for doing the exact same, like, 2003 tier, like, fucking Republican-esque attacks on Muslim people because, their words are, like, kind of stinky in comparison to, like, English words. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit.